Hello again. How's life treating you, everybody? Welcome to IELTS Genius. This is Mr. Taib, and in this video, I am going to talk about the IELTS writing assessment criteria. We all know that IELTS writing is 1 hour. We have two tasks, task 1 and task 2. We spend 20 minutes on task 1 and 40 minutes on task 2. We said that IELTS writing is different whether you're taking the academic model or the general training model. Okay, I have finished writing. I've done everything and the time is up. I have written to two tasks, task 1 and task 2. And right now, what marks am I gonna get and how are they going to mark my writing? What score am I gonna get? Am I gonna get 5, band 5, or band 6, or band 7, or band 8, or maybe band 9? First of all, IELTS examiners will mark my writing according to 4 categories. Number 1 is the task achievement or the task response, you can say. Number 2, coherence and cohesion. Number 3, lexical resource. And number 4, grammar range and accuracy. Simply, your IELTS score depends basically on those 4 things. So you get 25% for each. So each one represents 25% of your IELTS score. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the task achievement. What do they look at in terms of task achievement? Simply, they look at 3 or 4 things. Number 1 and the most important thing is the word count. Are you writing 150 words in task 1 and 220 in task 2 in terms of academic, of course, or not? Okay, what if I wrote less than 150 in task 1? And less than 250 in task 2. Okay, if I wrote less than 150, I am going to get a penalty. And what's a penalty? A penalty simply is just a reduction from your score, or they cut from your score. Okay, so writing less than 150 and less than 220 in task 1 and task 2, the academic section, is simply going to harm your IELTS writing score. The second thing in the task achievement, they look at how will you describe the data. We all know that task 1 is simply I'm going to have to write a report. They'll give me a data in a shape of a picture, right? A diagram, maybe a pie chart, a bar chart, and a table, and so on. And they're going to ask me to describe the diagram I am given and to transfer or change these data from pictures and numbers into words. Now, how selective I am in terms of choosing the data. Am I including everything? Do I describe everything there in the diagram, or I forget some of the important parts there? It's very important. I should be very observative. I should look at the diagram very closely, and I should try not to miss a single information. And I should include everything in my writing. This is pretty much about the task achievement. They say that we have to make sure that we don't write less than the number of words we're supposed to write. Number 2 is we have to make sure that we describe the data very well. Number 3, we have to make sure that we include everything. And the last thing is your organization. Your writing has to be organized. Okay, number 2 is the coherence and cohesion. I think we've came across the fluency and cohesion in the speaking section, but here in the writing, we have the coherence and the cohesion. What does that mean? The coherence and the cohesion in the writing is very simple. I'm just going to have to make sure that I organize my writing. I present this data in a very organized way, and I also take care of the paragraphs. Okay, I cannot be writing randomly. There are certain structures I follow when writing a report, For example, I write an introduction, then I write an overall, and after that I write the body paragraph and so on. And in terms of task 2, I have introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and conclusion. Okay, so again, in terms of coherence and cohesion, it's all about the organization. It's all about how my writing and how the information are organized in my writing and how it flows from the beginning to the end. Okay, so writing randomly would definitely affect my score in the writing. Number 3 is the lexical resources. Okay, lexical resource, as we all know, it is the vocabulary, right? So what do they look at in terms of vocabulary? First of all, they look at how varied, accurate am I with my vocabulary. It is not accepted that I use the same word over and over and over again. So I have to make sure that I don't repeat a word or a sentence in the writing, because that would show a lack of vocabulary. I have to vary my vocabulary, use synonyms, and use parallel expressions. Number 2 is how accurate. I cannot be using my vocabulary randomly. No, I have to be very accurate in terms of the usage of my vocabulary. I have to make sure that I select the right word and put it in the right place. Number 4 is the grammatical range and accuracy. In terms of grammatical range and accuracy, I simply have to vary my grammar. Okay, if varying my vocabulary means using different words and different expressions and not repeating the same word, when I vary my grammar, I mean using different grammar structures, different tenses. Okay, can I be using the present simple over and over and over? No, I should not repeat that. I should actually vary my grammar structures. I should vary the usage of the tenses. I can also use ifs and so on. But the most important thing is that they should be varied. Okay, because I just want to tell the examiner that, look, and I know a lot of sentences structures. I know a lot of grammar, and I'm using it in my writing. In terms of accuracy, yes, we're talking about the accuracy in the grammar. Some people use the grammar correct but not accurate. There's a difference between using the correct grammar and using the accurate grammar. Okay, this is pretty much everything about the writing and how do they mark my writing. I have to take care of these 4 things. Number 1 is the task achievement or the task response. Number 2 is the coherence and cohesion. Number 3 is the lexical resource. Number 4, the grammatical range and accuracy. If you find value in my video, please don't forget to share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also check my accounts on TikTok, Telegram, and Instagram to see more videos. I can't wait to see you in my future videos, and peace.